final round. You can tell us to sit down. Down here. That was a good way. Nice. That was a great way to start that. Coco!
Disappointing. Yeah, I could have been a guy that lived underground for 48 years. Never exposed to sunlight. I am thrilled to be here. Are you guys happy to be here? Yes! I'm Team Josh. And I'll fight anyone who isn't. Oh, you're gonna fight me? Oh, okay, he's actually ready to, this guy is ready to go. What are you team? What are you team, sir? You don't even know, do you? You don't care, you just wanted to fight me. I don't care, I want to kick his ass. I am thrilled to be here, ladies and gentlemen, for this amazing panel, Mockingjay Part 2. This one, I am really thrilled to be here. They've asked me to mention just one or two things. I first of all want to welcome you to the Comic-Con Hall H. I think the best hall, H. Yeah. Don't do that. It's just a letter. We're going to review today, of course, talk about Part 2, the epic story of Katniss Everdeen and the world of Panem. Full circle. This next movie brings it all around. We're all very excited. I'm encouraging fans to hashtag unite and hashtag Mockingjay Part 2, hashtag SDCC. I'm middle-aged and I don't know what any of that means. But I'm told you guys know what to do with that information, / delete. Okay. I'm in so over my head. Okay, I've also been told to remind you that we're not allowed to shoot anything with our phones today because you're going to be seeing some pretty incredible, groundbreaking, amazing, first-time ever stuff today. But rest assured, I will be shooting it all on my iPhone. I will have this on the internet in 40 minutes. And they're calling security now. All right. Let's get started. Without further ado, please welcome the director of these incredible films, Francis Lawrence. Let's get Francis Lawrence out of here. There he is. Let's bring out producer Nina Jacobson. She made it all happen, ladies and gentlemen. She brought this franchise together. Ladies and gentlemen, also the character that started it all, Primrose Everdeen, Willow Shields. District 13 Rebel Warrior, Gail Hawthorne, Liam Hemsworth. The recently rescued PETA Millard, Josh Hutcherson. And finally, last but certainly not least, the Mockingjay herself, Candace Everdeen. Yeah! We're done. Thank you. Good night. Oh, that never gets old. Push this forward. Never gets old. Welcome, everybody. There's so much to talk about. Thanks all of you for being here. This is very cool. I have some questions. We're going to start with Nina Jacobson. If you don't mind, Nina. This is an incredible conclusion to a series that has been years and years in the making. It's inspired a generation of fans. How do you go about bringing this franchise to a close with this last film? I mean, it's a massive task to bring it all together. What are your thoughts?
Which I think it's been emotional for all of us because we've had amazing material from Suzanne Collins that has captivated an enormous amount of attention, but also has a lot to say. And we want to deliver on the emotion and on the politics of it, all of the things that Suzanne has had to say about our culture. We want to deliver on all of that. But we also don't want to say goodbye to each other. And so it's been a combination of trying to really nail it and make sure that it is completely satisfying to the core in terms of theme, character, and story. And to enjoy the time that we have together while we do it.
This has got to be emotional for you because it's been, as you said, it's been a long experience. Now you're bringing it around full circle, and you guys have to kind of say goodbye. That's got to be tough.
It is tough. I think we all wish that there were 7 or 8 books, not just 3. But if we do them justice and really bring the emotions home. It's a very, very emotional conclusion, and it's emotional for us, but I think it's emotional for audiences, and we want to deliver for the fans. They've delivered for us. We want to deliver for them.
Well, I have written hastily a script for a new one, and if you guys are willing to make it, yeah, I play a large part in the next one. It will be very unpopular. Francis Lawrence, in this installment, the next one, war is fully underway. Without giving any incredible spoilers that destroy the purpose of all this being here, can you tell us what we're going to see in Mockingjay Part 2?
Well, I think, you know, this is where Katniss kind of gets back into action. You know, she was a bit sidelined in the last movie and going through some of her issues, but this time she's finally going after Snow and going into the Capitol with Squad 451, and we get some real battle footage, and it's some really exciting stuff.
I'm told you brought something very special for us to see today, is that correct?
I did.
Yes. It's a picture you took several hours ago. Yeah, you brought something that I think people are going to be very excited.
Yes, we brought the first full trailer.
to show it. We were looking at it backstage, and it's awesome.
You guys are the first ones to see it. It has not gone anywhere. It still won't go anywhere for a while.
That's not true.
Especially
I
if you all put the phones down, please, so that people can see high-quality versions. But I'm really excited to bring it to you guys, the fans. You guys, camp out, you wait. You guys have been fantastic. So this is for you guys. Enjoy.
Be a movie now. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Just show that 4 times in the theater. That's incredible. All right, Francis, trailer was absolutely unbelievable, and the movie looks amazing. This story now takes it to the next level because the characters are now above ground and they are fighting. And as we can all see, they're running around. There are so many different battlefiels. What's it like? How does that new environment influence the story? It must have been fun / incredibly complicated to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, it was very complicated. But it was interesting because we had a big shift. When we moved to the capital, we actually moved production from Atlanta to Europe, and a lot of Atlanta was spent in kind of dank warehouses and spent kind of in our underground sets. And so to leave Atlanta and to go to Europe and shoot on these and in these amazing locations in Paris and Berlin created an entirely different environment for all of us, I think. So it was kind of this breath of fresh air, and the world kind of opened up for us just as it did for the characters. But it was tough. I mean, it was grueling. There are really difficult scenes to shoot, really strenuous physically and demanding in terms of focus and vigilance and effects and stunts. But it was fun, challenging work, and really great to be in Europe and in Europe with all these guys here.
I have a question for Jennifer. Jennifer, Katniss making her final appearance on the big screen. Of all the films that you've done, it's been such a big part of your life, is there a moment that you have as a favorite moment for Katniss?
All of the movies?
Of all the movies, you have 30 seconds.
Genuinely, though.
You can call a lifeline if you want. It doesn't have to be just one, but are there moments that pop with you about Katniss? There were moments where you really felt like
you're like, just say something, anything,
no,
even if it's a list. God. I can't remember this whole
what about when you volunteered for your sister?
That was cool. Thank you. I love that.
Yeah, you're all allowed to shout out suggestions.
Please, I need a lifeline. Thank you. That is
does not help her right.
Yeah, I love you, Jennifer. Is not a suggestion.
It doesn't help Conan.
It helps that mind. Doesn't need any more sidetracking.
When I first go into the arena, when I do what in the arena?
The arrow into the sky.
That was, not as climactic in person as you would think.
Well, we have our clip out of context. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I volunteer as tribute.
That's her favorite, of course. Come on, guys, the I volunteer as tribute. It has to be your favorite.
Yeah.
I'm just,
it does have to be. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good job.
Will, I have a question for you.
Yeah, anything.
Oh my God, I got really scared for a second.
No, I can't even. I'm blacking out right now. I can't even remember this entire period of
These
my
are
life.
questions Lionsgate gave me, by the way, so I will not be blamed for these questions.
The truth is, there is one, but it's in the second movie. I don't want to blow.
Oh, really? Okay. Just write it down and I'll say it later. Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this. This is actually what it says on my card. When we last left PETA, his memories had been hijacked, and he was not Katniss's biggest fan. That's what it says right here. That's the nicest way to say trying to choke the life out of somebody.
Yeah.
So why don't you talk about now where we're picking up your character, because that was such a traumatic ending to the last film, and now we're starting in that place with your character, and I think a lot of people are just curious, where do you go from there?
Yeah, it's a long road to recovery, and it has some bumps along the way. But we kind of picked Peter up inside 13, sort of trying to get his himself back. And he went through a lot, and he was in the Capitol with his torturing and using Tracker Jacker venom and all sorts of, really dark, twisted devices to turn him into a kind of psychotic weapon against Katniss. And so in this movie, it's really kind of PETA they're trying to rehabilitate him to be able to use him as a good guy and kind of help the cause.
And he couldn't stay away for long. Couldn't resist this.
Oh, wow. The tension up here with you three is incredible. Okay, Liam, Gale has evolved. He's now part of the District 13 uprising, and the stakes keep getting raised for your character over and over and over again, higher and higher. Has it been a tricky evolution for you? Do you want to comment on that? Anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, thank you for asking. It's actually a great question. I'm glad you asked it.
It's a Lionsgate question.
Thank you. Gale's kind of been on the sidelines for a long time, and I've been watching the fight happen, and he's finally in the mix and heavily a part of the uprising and the military operations, and becomes a big part of sort of the plans and ideas behind how they're going to attack the Capitol. He teams up with Jeffrey Wright's character Beatty, and they devise a few ways to kind of ambush and trap the enemy.
It must be fun because, as it's obviously in the last movie and now particularly in this movie, you get the sense you really get to kick ass, which I think would be a lot of fun. I mean, you and I have fought together, and
we've had a couple of fights.
We have fought.
It's like a ritual before we go onto your show. We just have a little
anytime you come on my show,
you have to fight Conan before you go onto his show.
You have to fight me. We both strip to the waist and fight, and that's an appealing. Half of that's an appealing sight. I have a question for Willow. Prim triggered the path of Katniss Everdeen's story and began the whole thing, really. And you see this relationship evolving over the films. How do you feel it's evolving in this next film without giving away too much?
I think that it's evolved a lot. I think throughout every film you see how beautiful their relationship is. It's really genuine, and I think Katniss is, her whole goal throughout this entire series is to save Prim and to be there for Prim. And I feel like you saw a little bit in Mockingjay Part 1, I think Prim starts to be there for Katniss more than Katniss is there for her in a way. Which I find really interesting, and it's really fun to see how it's evolved to become that. Like, all of a sudden, Prim is really, like, grown up and is kind of a stronger character, and she's kind of taking care of Katniss in a way. More mentally than physically, but you know what I mean?
She needs that.
Huh?
She needs that.
She does need that, yeah. So, I mean, I think it's been really fun to play because she really has evolved over 5 years now. I mean, I started when I was 10 and now I'm 15, so, it's really cool to see how it's evolved.
I have to say, for me personally, when I was watching the last film, when you went out to get the cat, I was so mad at you. The whole world is coming apart, and you're like, I've got to get the cat!
No, everybody was like,
get another cat!
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Don't do it.
Oh, the cat.
I've gone down a bad road. So many cat people here are mad at me. Just go to #Conan Kathy. All right, this is a question for all the panelists. We can get a little freeform here, get a little crazy, get a little sexy. I was kidding about that. What are you most excited to see finished on the big screen? Is there something for you personally? Why don't we start with you that you'd like to just see resolved in this final film?
I mean, for me, the most satisfying and gratifying part of the series was this film because it ends the story, and so I'm just excited for everybody to see the end of the story, to see what happens to the characters, to see how it closes out, and to feel that emotion and that history kind of come to an end. I'm really pleased with the film. I'm really pleased with the way it ends, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
How about you guys? Anything that you personally been feeling like you three have been living in this